Hey, what's up guys, what is YouTube video? Today we are going down Funko Pop and down to vintage stock. I haven't been in vintage stock in like, I don't know, like a long time. I don't remember the last video we did there. So if you guys could make sure to smash like button, hit the subscription, helps the channel immensely. Obviously we're trying to see if they have any new pops. Last time I was there they had like Springtrap and things of that nature. However, I wasn't into FNAF at the time, so I never picked it up. So maybe that was something cool like that, like a grail for my Five Nights at Freddy's collection. Because obviously we have the newer ones, and slowly over time we want to get those older ones. Also make sure to go watch the stream. We did already stream and we got the Grandmaster today, so that was really cool. Plus make sure to go watch the art shows. We did just drop Frankie yesterday and Brooke will be coming tomorrow, so obviously we're drawing the Straw Hats over time, which is really cool. Other than that though, I will leave you guys with this and let's get on to vintage stock. Alright, when you start over here, there's like the Wasp, and you see the Hulk with the pin, that Nova Prime we showed on the channel at one point, Jumbo All Might, Sakari, and Iron Man. Ooh, they do have Miguel from Coco, which is actually such a good pop. It's a glow-in-the-dark, great movie. Kind of want to get that low-key. I actually really love that movie, but there's also like Kabuto, Han Solo. It's weird that they have her as Invisible Girl instead of Invisible Woman, but it is part of that older Fantastic Four set, which I actually kind of want to get these. Don't know if I'm going to grab it today, but I do want to maybe grab that because I actually really think that's interesting. There's also have like Naruto with the Rasengan, Sir Night-Eye. There's also like Day of the Dead, or as they call it, De los Muertos. There's also Avril Lavigne, Superman. They have some right here, Samurai Jack. There's also like Ezra Unbreakable, Endeavor right there, How to Train Your Dragons. This isn't the first one, this is the Hidden World one, but still, and it's one of the dragons. And there's more. They also have comic books, but we're not gonna get too deep into that in this video. But they also have Luke Cage back there, which is the Jessica Jones one. If you want to kind of get a peek back there, but let's go to another section. I typically actually show the Grail case on at the very end, but actually it's right next to me. So they actually have like Sally Face. They have that Kurama mode. They have a couple chases right there. That the Zoro's great. That the Naruto metallic, Hinata. There's also up there like Ochako, Boruto, that Flock Tails we showed, and yeah, some pretty cool stuff. So let's get to the regular stuff. So this is gonna be a longer video, obviously, because there's a lot of pops. But just kind of briefly by these are like their bigger 6-inch collections, and it's kind of glary because the door's right there. But there's like Iron Man, Snoopy in the Doghouse, Moon Girl with Devil Dinosaur, Baloo and Mowgli. Again, it's a lot of just random ones. They do have that Captain America Red Hulk. Not that we're gonna grab that in today's video, but kind of panning over here though, they do have a lot of their clearance pops, lots and lots of clearance stuff. We're not gonna go too depth because they're mostly just older clearance stuff that we're not gonna pick up anyways. Obviously continuing on with more clearance stuff, but again, it's a lot of stuff that no one really cared about. Obviously I like the Porto Wave, but besides that, mostly no one cares about them. They do have those Ferris Bueller's Days Off, Shawshank Redemption, Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, E.T., Mean Girls, like a lot of random like TV shows. And then if you keep going, they do have like Golden Girls, Simpsons, a lot of the Simpsons line. They have a lot of like Star Trek, Saturday Night Live. That actually might be the entire yeah, it looks like the entire wave of Saturday Night Live. There's also like some of The Office, The Witcher, really good show. I don't know what it looks like now that they switched out Henry Cavill for Liam Hemsworth, but I don't know because I haven't really watched ever since then. They do have like Colin though, Terry Jeffords, Charles, up there the boys if you can kind of see. It's Firecracker up there. So let's get to the next section. I kid you not, there's a lot of sections. Like I'm just gonna briefly show you how much more we have to get to. I'm gonna kind of pan through on some of these that don't really matter, but it's like Stranger Things, the Beetlejuice set, BTS, there's Sleepy, which you kind of glares with Sleepy. There's also like some Xena, Celia from Monsters Inc., Cinderella and Jafar. There's like Spellbound, Wicked, Ninja Turtles, that Cookie Monster, Power Rangers, Smurfs. It's Dapper Cookie Monster. Over here they have some Naruto's, which we'll go back to the other side, but on this side they have like Boa, a lot of Sasuke statues, Naruto statues, some the older pops like Naruto, which we don't have yet. We do have the Hinata, that Jiraiya, that Ino, some of those like bitty pop bots. They have Inuyasha, Saint Seiya, and a couple of the DVD manga movies, but then let's go back to the other section. Alright, over here there's like the Incredibles. They have like Underminer from the second one, the second set. There's Dumbo, Sleeping Beauty, which now is actually a lot more interesting now that I've seen it, and they make so much more sense. It's actually a pretty cool set. I don't know if I'd grab them, but they are there. They have like Prince Philip as Owl as the Prince, Merryweather, the Jungle Book, which is a movie I have to watch very soon, that Suicide Squad Isekai, the regular Suicide Squad with James Gunn, some of the Mickey Mouse and Friends. Then you get over to Agatha, which is actually not a bad set. Not that I'm going to get these, but it's like Death, Agatha Harkness, Wiccan. There's also like We Are Groot, Christmas ones, the What If ones, which no one cares about. They do have a couple of like the Rocky and Ivan. There's also like Gambit, X-23, Blade, some of the Spider-Man 2 pops, Across the Spider-Verse, some of those ones. And they have X-Men. Then they also have some of the Captain America pops, which are great. We are almost to the end, but we have like Doctor Strange's. No one cares about these. Those WandaVision ones. A couple random Marvel. These are really just Marvel sets that no one cared about, but they're still pops for anybody cares about these. Then over here you have like some of the bigger Avatar sections, like the Toph, the Katara, the Aang, some statues. But there's more sections. Specifically on this side, a lot of the sport pops. Like I see Luka when he's on the Mavs, Magic, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Donovan, Kay, Nikola, Will. A lot of wrestlers, but there's a lot of pops. So let's get to the other side. For any of my Star Wars fans, it's all right there. Massive Star Wars and Yu-Gi-Oh! And a little bit of Tokyo Ghoul. But then finally to our final section, there's like our My Hero section with like Mirio, Ryuku, some of the fourth wielders, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal, my Boruto fans, which I have pretty much all of those, Bleach, and more Bleach. So now let's go back to the house and show you guys what we did grab, because there was a lot of stuff to go over. I was actually walking out to go to leave, and I actually found another little section of like more anime pops. I see some Dragon Ball, Hunter x Hunter, more Dragon Ball. This is Broly. There's also like a Ty Lee right there, which is a cool one. But I found they have that new one from Triple Anime exclusive right there of, what is that, Zokutan? I don't know exactly how to say this demon's name, but he was okay. The pop looks great. A couple more Mario pops, Chainsaw Man, JJK. But now let's go back to the house because we do see pretty much everything they had. Alright guys, as you guys know, we are back and going on to vintage stock, which if you did watch, also make sure that if you guys saw the stream, you can go back and watch it. We did hit Grandmaster Day. It's super exciting. Obviously now we're going to be pushing for Celestial. However, let's talk about some of the stuff we bought. Starting off with something that I didn't get from there, but I did grab from Barnes & Noble, but I didn't have any footage. We ended up, I don't know if I showed it, but we ended up grabbing the Amazing Spider-Man. Something I've been looking for, which if you don't know, this is like the smaller, it's called Mighty Marvel Masterworks. And they're like basically like the comics from the originals, if you guys want to see, just in tinier format so that you can read them kind of like this. And it's just like a book. And this is a great way for me to read Amazing Spider-Man. And this is the original Spider-Man. This is how they started off all of Spider-Man, with basically this set of books right here, basically The Amazing Spider-Man. And then from here, it moved on to just, I think, Spider-Man, and then there was Ultimate Spider-Man, or it might have been Ultimate Spider-Man and then either way, it's basically just all the old comic books into one, and you can buy volumes of it. I don't know how many there are of this one, but they do get all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to number 9, or to volume 9 of The Amazing Spider-Man, so that's pretty cool. There is some, they do make this in also for some other characters. I believe it's in the back of the book, if you want to see real quick. They do it for Cap, they do it for Daredevil, the original X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. So if you're like me and you want to read some original comic books and kind of learn about like Spider-Man and some of these original villains, this is the way to go. And it's probably best to start with these and then progress to the newer stories, because the newer stories go crazy. There's all sorts of crazy things, and I have read some of those, but I wanted to get the original and start there so that I could kind of get a little bit of an understanding of Spider-Man and some of his older villains and how they kind of correspond to what we see today. Thought that was really cool. So obviously I did grab that. And we got some little Kana cards before we get to the pops. So let's obviously crack into these. These are still Azurite C because of the fact that, like I've told you, I want to complete this set so that then I can complete, obviously, the next set, which is going to be, well, it's already out, but it's Arcasia's Island or whatever they call it. So obviously I wanted to crack into these and then progress to the next set first. But obviously if we get through these ones and get to a point where my collection's pretty collected, then we can go to the next set, which will be obviously Arcasia's Island. We're not too far away. It's just that we need more cards and not just like dupe copies of like 4+ cards. And I also want to get more Union Arena, but those packs are kind of hard to find, and they only have like the new sets, which the new set currently is One Punch Man, and I do not watch One Punch Man. Oh, we got a super rare. We got it's another super. We got Captain Amelia and common. We don't get too many enchanted pulls, but we did get 2 super rares of Tadashi and Captain Amelia, so that's not too bad from that first pack. Can we get the same luck from this pack? That's the question, and the question answer to that is probably I don't know. Let's see what we got cooking, because there's a lot of cool characters, especially in this set. And I want to get some of the older sets too, but I want to rebuild this set back up so that then I can get back to the older. It's kind of a whole system, so that then in return, there's not like a set that gets like where it's like, oh, they have no cards from that set. Okay, we got a rare of the mystical tree. We got a super rare of Tadashi again. And we got a rare version of Tadashi. So nothing too crazy, honestly. Still good cards for the collection. We still need those. Obviously, I'll log them in later. But let's get to showcasing the pops we picked up, which one of them we grabbed. As you guys know, I've been really into the X-Men, so I ended up grabbing Dark Phoenix right here. They had it on sale for pretty cheap, honestly, and I like Dark Phoenix a lot as a character. Obviously, I wanted to grab it and kind of build up my my X-Men line, because obviously I have Dark Phoenix, we have Apocalypse, and we have Sunfire. Shout out to Monse. She's actually the one that started it by getting me Apocalypse, and then I bought Sunfire. But now I have Dark Phoenix to add to the collection, which if you guys don't know, there's quite a few. And actually, I have a Cable, but I don't believe he was part of this X-Men set. He might have. I do have a Cable, but I don't know if he is part of this X-Men set or if it's part of a different one. But there's Cable, Archangel, Quicksilver, there's Psylocke, Sabretooth, and Storm right there. And that's Storm with the Mohawk. Super cool set. It's based off of the comics, not really based off any of the movies or nothing. So I thought that was really cool to see, obviously, to get X-Men or Phoenix. Obviously, Dark Phoenix is a pretty cool character, a character that I do enjoy. I think it's a run that people kind of talk about a lot because it's usually the Phoenix saga usually. And with all the X-Men coming back for the MCU in the near future, which is going to be, I don't know, probably, it's obviously for Doomsday. I don't know if they'll showcase any other ones. I've been watching Daredevil, so they do talk about Kamala Khan in there, and she technically said that she has mutated genes, even though she's supposed to be an Inhuman. It's a whole concept. So the other part we did grab, though, is going to be Rocky right there. This is him from would this be the 4th movie, when he has his cape and he's in the American shorts. Great movies. I would say 1, 2, 3, and 4, phenomenal. I believe it's 5 that he fights. It's horrible. 6 is, I believe, is okay, or something like that. Because I know in the first one he fights, obviously he fights Apollo Creed, which we actually do have an Apollo Creed Funko Pop. Rest in peace to the actor. But we do have one. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere, but we do have an Apollo Creed one. Second one, he rematches Apollo Creed and wins. Third one, he fights Clubber Lang, I believe. Fourth one, he fights the Ivan Drago, which if you guys want to know, you can actually get. You can get Ivan and you can get Clubber Lang. They have all 3 of them, or all 2 of them, plus the Rocky, technically. And then in the 5th one, that's when he fights Tommy Lee, I believe, and that was horrible because it wasn't even about boxing really. And then the 6th one is like I don't think they even start. I don't think there's a 7th. I think it stops after 6. And the 6th one is like when he's older, and then it goes into the, obviously, if you guys probably know, the Creed franchise with Michael B. Jordan, where he's like the son of Apollo Creed, Adonis Creed. And I think there's like two movies. No, there's 3 movies, and all 3 are pretty good. I like all 3. I know in the first one he ends up fighting the son of Ivan Drago, basically. Second movie he fights, I forgot who he fights in the second movie, and then third movie he fights obviously Jonathan Major's character, which I can't even think of what his character name is. But either way, nonetheless, still a great pop, and obviously I love the Rocky franchise, so obviously I like Sylvester Stallone as an actor anyways, so you guys know I wasn't going to pass up on getting a Rocky for the collection. And that was all the pops we did pick up, plus the books and the cards. I do hope everyone's having a good day today. Obviously, make sure to go watch the stream. We did hit Grandmaster. Also, make sure to go watch the art short tomorrow. We are drawing Eustace as Kid. I think I talked about this in the stream. It's very pretty exciting. I got someone said they want to see Brooke, and obviously Brooke will be coming very soon. I'll work on it probably later after I do a couple more requests, because someone wanted Kaido. A couple people wanted some characters from other animes, so obviously, and even if you don't want anime characters, just let me know what you guys want to see, and I will try to my best ability. If I don't know the character and I can't figure out what to draw for the character, maybe not, but if it's a character I can kind of find something cool to see, or there's a concept art or something cool to pick from, then I will try. But, you know, I have to kind of like understand the character. So I kind of waited for Frankie till I actually now fully know Frankie. I've got all the way to Thriller Bark. Same as Brooke. Now that I know Brooke, I'm willing to draw more pictures of obviously Frankie and Brooke, which obviously I also like to draw stuff where you guys want to see. So it helps when I'm watching more shows. And I did, I'm currently watching Daredevil. I've obviously seen it before, but I'm rewatching through obviously the old Netflix one. And then we've been watching Born Again. Phenomenal show, by the way, if you have an opportunity. However, I'm going to quit rambling. I do hope everyone's having a good day today. I will see you guys tomorrow with that art short. And yeah, peace.